Still talking about the combat, our first combat, it was quite a big milestone in the episode 5 of Mobius. This fight was special as it was not only an encounter where you have beasts and you simply hit them until they die. It was an encounter that was also a social encounter. So we had fighting happening, but we also had dialogue as the badger had information that needed to be given to the players as the fight was happening. But I wanted to talk about having dialogue during combat and how to deal with, banter during an encounter, and also how to open the door to stopping combat. So, as we know, each round lasts for 6 seconds, and sometimes it's really hard to visualize that as everything's happening at the same time, but we still deconstruct each round by turn. And so how I like to do it is I let the players talk. I allow them to talk out of turn as long as it can be restricted to 1 or 2 sentences. So let's say that I have my villain say 1 or 2 sentences. I will allow the character to respond out of turn. Because if we wait until it's their turn, sometimes the situation will have changed too much to be relevant at that point. Because, like I said, it might be just 6 seconds, but as things are happening so quickly during a round, but it's so deconstructed during a turn, it doesn't make any sense to restrict dialogue in that way. So I let players respond when there is dialogue out of turn.
At some point, we barely see him in your coils, and you just go, and he explodes in bits. Like, this is a huge overkill to how much HP was left. And the dude who's currently being grappled by Salik, he's like, Leon, no! He's completely traumatized, like, oh my god!
Oh no,
like,
not Leon!
There's nothing left of Leon.
Salik in the same moment will like psychically think like, oh shit, it is like into the guy's brain.
Yeah. But the leader is like, stop, please, stop.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh no.
And he's trying to pull Salik off of his head. He's like, Leon! I'm not sure what you want, but it's not worth this. It's not worth this. Please, let's stop. Stop.
He's very dead. Let's calm down, everyone. That's time out. She's gonna make the like T sign with her hands, and then some like weird hand symbols to mimic T's in other languages. Just time out. Just pause. Everybody relax.
Having your enemies banter with the group makes it more dynamic. And describing what enemies do, besides just talking, also keep the players engaged. And it takes a while before you get into the habit of describing what is happening instead of just saying what the actions that the enemies are taking. The encounter can end up being longer, but the players are engaged in that way. What will happen is that your players will also start describing what they are doing. And then it will become also part of the storytelling. You won't only have storytelling when you're out of combat. you will also have storytelling in combat. And then they will also start role-playing in combat, which is super fun. It adds a layer of dynamics that is much more fun than being only mechanical in your way of doing encounters. So allowing for dialogue opens up the way for that role-playing and that storytelling to enter combat. Alright, that's it for my GM log for the episode 5. We'll see you after we post episode 6. See you soon.